right, everyone, do you have this or this or that? It's time to get your patio ready for your Memorial Day celebration. Brad Somero from Ace Hardware is here to tell us how to do it right. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Destry. It's a beautifully warm day, and we're going to cool it down first.
I love that.
Then we're going to fix our patio furniture. Then we're going to get our grills ready for some grilling.
All right. I was just talking to someone who really wanted to set up a misting system for his guests that are coming in for graduation.
That's perfect. We've got two different kinds. I'm going to talk a little bit about this kit today that comes all in one. It's got all the parts that you need for everything to cool your patio. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how easy that 50-foot sheet is to install. You basically want to put a curtain up. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is measure it. You want to get the first misting part about 2 feet away from your wall, and then there's these little devices in there that just
that's simple.
Nail in there and stretch it out.
And that kind of holds it in.
It kind of holds it in. It's very easy, and it's going to go about 2 feet apart. It goes up in about an hour. You attach it to your garden hose with something like this, and voila, you're cooling off in about an hour.
And it makes such a difference.
Absolutely.
Everyone.
I talked a little bit last month about how easy it would be to do a full custom installation, and it really and truly is. The first thing that you do on Friday night is get the beverage of your choice and a quarter-inch rule paper and a pencil, and then decide what your materials are after you've done it. My neighbor and I did the measurement, and once you have gone to Ace Hardware and you're going to cut your cutting the PVC to length. The next thing that you're going to want to do is take the burrs out of the side. PVC is very easy to work with in cold water outdoor installations. This purple that I put on a little bit earlier is the primer. Once you've primed and cleaned it, you need to have a very good clean surface. Then you take the solvent weld, and you're going to go a different color so you can see the blue. And you're going to want to make sure that you get a good roll on there, and then you put on.
Oh, okay.
And you want to make sure you have a little fillet at the top that shows that you've got a good seal right like that. It's very easy to attach. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to attach these to the wall like this. You're going to want to go on 32-inch centers, so about 2-inch centers, just little brackets like this. You can do your whole backyard if you want like this. Every so often you're going to put in a nozzle that's going to give the cooling effect that you want. Don't forget to put the cap at the end so you don't lose the water, and you get a full custom installation.
Yeah, and you can do this in what, a weekend?
One weekend. Plan on Friday, glue on Saturday, cool on paint and cool on Sunday. Because if you're going to get all these lovely colors like this that would normally be behind a wall or under the ground, you're absolutely going to want to use some of our Clark and Kensington paint to make it look like everything else.
Yeah, so you paint it, and then it blends right into the wall. All right, you have some other things here, too, that are perfect for the patio.
I do. If we've got metal patio furniture, and of course, I don't have a piece that I can bring because I try to do the upkeep. But if you get a little bit of rust and you want to do a little bit of maintenance, you want to do some cleaning with a mild soap and water solution. If you've got some rust, you're going to want to attend to it with either a wire brush or some coarse sandpaper or some naval jelly like that. Then you're going to want to touch it up, of course, with some Ace brand rust paint, something like this.
And what does that do?
What that does is it helps inhibit the rust, and it helps it from getting worse.
Okay.
And then what you're going to want to do is, if you've got just a little touch-up spot like you and I talked about earlier, you're going to want to do it with just a little bit of spray. The next thing that I would recommend is, because we have the ravages of the UV rays in Arizona, go to the automotive department of your neighborhood Ace Hardware and put on car polish, and that's going to help keep your furniture looking fresh and clean.
All right, very good, great tips there. Okay, the grill, we use that a lot in Arizona. Even in the summer when it's hot, we don't care. This is when you grill.
This is when you grill. I use mine year-round, just like you do, I'm sure. I do this maintenance twice a year just because we use it so much, and it can get so cruddy no matter how good a care you take of it. The first thing that you want to do is you want to check your hoses, and you want to check your gas inlet valves. You get a little handy-dandy tool like this to clean it out. Cobwebs, grease, and all that other stuff, just to make sure that that they're gone. If you've got hoses that are frayed or beginning to get bent or worn or got a hole in it, that's a bad thing, and you're going to want to replace them. Okay. You can also do a mild soap and water solution of 1-to-1 soap to water to see if there's any leaks in the hoses, which I also recommend doing annually. The next thing you want to do is take a look at your burner. If you've got rust spots and you've got a really hot spot in there, you're going to want to replace the burner units like this.
I didn't even know you guys had this.
Absolutely. It's right next to the grilling stuff.
Okay.
And then what I do is I soak my grill in a mild solution of soap and water. It helps get it ungunked. And then you take a scrubby or a brush and do something like that, and it's very easy. Then, of course, you can do the grill wipes like this, which are a convenience product. One thing I do at least once a year is, if you've got lava rocks or ceramic briquettes, Always replace those at least twice a year, because no matter how much stuff you have, no matter how much grease you have, you just need to replace them because you cannot get them clean. Here's for cleaning the inside and the outside of your grill, and then you're ready to cook.
Yeah, those are some nice tools too. All right, really quick before we go, you got to make sure the pool stays up. Everyone's using it right now.
We're doing a staycation this weekend, and we're going to make sure our pool chemicals are balanced and chlorinated, and we're going to make sure that we scrub anything from the walls.
All right, you can get it all at your local Ace Hardware. To find one near you, go to acehardwarephoenix.com/DIY, acehardwarephoenix.com/DIY. And don't go away, everyone. We have more to